Alright, answer me this. What is the shape of the Earth? Is it a spinning ball, or a flat disk under a dome? For many, the debate is far from over. The arguments are surprisingly complex, and the passion behind them is real. Today we look into the flat Earth theory. We'll look at where it started, why it persists, and what it says about us. The flat Earth community is global, powered by the internet and distrust of official narratives. Online forums and social media have given these ideas new life. They have conferences, celebrities, and a library of evidence. Their gatherings are part science fair, part social club, and part protest. Ready? Let's start at the beginning. Not the Big Bang, but the beginning of this idea. We'll trace its roots and see how it's evolved. To understand why it's making a comeback, we first have to understand where it's been hiding all these years. Let's open the first chapter of this curious story together.
Things you only talk about. At the back of the cave.
So where did the idea of a flat Earth begin? It's a question that takes us back thousands of years to a time before science as we know it existed. Imagine being an ancient human standing on the edge of a vast plain. Forget NASA and satellites, just look around with your own eyes and all you see is a seemingly endless level ground stretching in every direction. The ground looks and feels flat beneath your feet. Early civilizations everywhere saw a flat Earth as the logical conclusion because it matched what they experienced every single day. The ancient Egyptians pictured Earth as a flat platter with the sky as a solid ceiling, like a giant dome held up by invisible pillars. Norse mythology described a flat disk surrounded by a vast, mysterious ocean, with monsters lurking at the edges. These weren't just stories, they were early science, geography, and religion all rolled into one. The Greeks started with a flat Earth too, until thinkers like Pythagoras and Aristotle noticed the round shadow on the moon during eclipses, hinting at a spherical world. Even as scholars adopted the sphere, the flat model lingered in popular imagination. For most people, a flat Earth worked just fine for daily life, and it was easier to understand than abstract theories. The flat Earth wasn't born of ignorance, but of direct experience. It was the original seeing is believing model, shaped by what people could observe with their own senses. And it laid the groundwork for a story that would last thousands of years. Sometimes, the simplest explanation sticks around the longest, shaping cultures and beliefs across generations. Now let's talk legends. For as long as humans have gazed at the stars and wondered about the world beneath their feet, stories have shaped our understanding of the cosmos. One of the most famous flat Earth stories is the world turtle, a flat disk Earth riding on a giant turtle's back. This idea appeared in Hindu, Chinese, and indigenous American traditions, each culture weaving its own details into the myth. Sometimes the turtle carried the world alone. Other times it was joined by elephants or other animals, creating a cosmic stack. Sometimes it's turtles all the way down, turtles, elephants, and cosmic oceans. These weren't literal science, but metaphors for stability and order in a chaotic world. They offered comfort, suggesting that the universe was held up by something strong and dependable, even if unseen. In ancient China, the heavens were a round canopy over a square, flat Earth, a model reflected in their architecture and philosophy. The emperor was the link between the square Earth and round heaven, acting as a bridge between the human and the divine. This cosmic order was mirrored in everything from city layouts to ceremonial rituals. These myths show our deep need for a framework to understand our place in the universe. For thousands of years, a flat, stable Earth at the center of creation was that map. It gave people a sense of belonging and purpose, anchoring them in a vast and mysterious cosmos. It put humanity at the center of everything, a powerful idea. You can see echoes of that desire for centrality in today's flat Earth movement, where people still seek to reclaim a special place for themselves in the universe. The stories change, but the human need for meaning stays the same. Across generations, we search for answers, passing down tales that help us make sense of our world. Legends like the world turtle remind us, we crave a universe that makes sense. And sometimes, the old stories never really go away. They just get new life in a modern world, echoing through our beliefs, our art, and our endless curiosity. Let's tackle a big myth. Columbus set sail to prove the Earth was round while everyone else thought he'd fall off the edge. It's a great story, but almost completely false. By the late 1400s, educated Europeans already knew the Earth was a sphere. The real debate was about the Earth's size, not its shape. Columbus argued Asia was closer than it was, using creative math. The Spanish court worried he'd starve, not fall off. If the Americas hadn't been there, Columbus would have perished at sea. So where did the myth come from? Washington Irving's 1828 biography of Columbus? He invented the dramatic conflict between Columbus and a flat Earth establishment. The story stuck because it painted science as triumphing over superstition. It's a classic case of a good story beating a boring truth. Sometimes, history is rewritten to fit the narrative we want. And that's how myths become facts. If everyone knew the Earth was round, how did Flat Earth make a comeback? In the 1800s, Samuel Rowbotham published Zetetic Astronomy, claiming experiments proved a flat Earth. His method? Trust your own senses, reject anything that contradicts them. The idea faded, until the internet and social media revived it, connecting believers worldwide. Today, Flat Earth is the ultimate conspiracy theory, fueled by distrust in institutions and a hunger for alternative explanations. So, what do modern flat earthers actually believe? The most common model Earth is a giant disk, North Pole at the center, surrounded by a massive Antarctic ice wall. The sun and moon are small, close, and circle above the disk like spotlights. Day and night are caused by the sun illuminating only part of the disk. Gravity, most reject it, claiming the Earth accelerates upward at 9.8 meters per second squared. Many believe in a dome, the firmament, covering the disk, containing the sun, moon, and stars. The dome explains why no one can fall off the edge or fly into space. Space travel and the moon landing? Elaborate hoaxes, according to believers. It's a radically different model of the cosmos. For flat earthers, the world is a closed system, and the globe is the ultimate lie. It's a belief system built on skepticism and self-reliance. To understand flat earthers, you have to see the world through their eyes. They point to the flat horizon, no visible curve, even from a plane. Water always finds its level, they argue, so oceans should be flat, not curved. They conduct their own experiments, like shining lasers across lakes to prove no curvature. Scientific explanations like atmospheric refraction are dismissed. Photos from space, CGI, faked by NASA, GPS, ground-based towers, not satellites, astronauts, actors in on the conspiracy. By rejecting all official evidence, they rely only on personal observation. From that perspective, a flat Earth can seem reasonable. It's skepticism taken to the extreme. Let's talk numbers. Flat earthers are more numerous than you might think. A 2018 poll found only 66% of American millennials were certain the Earth is round. Up to 2% of Americans may harbor flat Earth beliefs, over 6 million people. The Flat Earth Society has hundreds of thousands of online followers. YouTube is packed with flat Earth videos, some with millions of views. The movement has its own conferences, merchandise, and minor celebrities. It's not just one demographic. Believers come from all walks of life. The movement skews younger and more religious, but crosses all lines. Even some celebrities have publicly questioned the globe model. For some, it's a belief system. For others, it's a business. The internet has given Flat Earth a platform and a community. So why does this idea persist, even with overwhelming scientific evidence? First, it's about trust, or the lack of it. Flat Earth is a symptom of a larger breakdown in trust of authority. Second, it's about community. The movement offers belonging and identity. Leaving means losing your social circle, not just changing your mind. Third, it's a better story. Being at the center of a cosmic conspiracy is more exciting than being on a random rock in space. It gives life drama, purpose, and mystery. The flat Earth theory is a case study in psychology, sociology, and how information spreads. It shows our desire for simple answers, community, and suspicion of power. Facts alone rarely change minds when beliefs are tied to identity. Whether the world is flat or round, the search for meaning is universal, and that's a truth worth digging into.